Hi everyone, Pastor Dale here. Welcome to Awana and welcome to our leader introduction video. This short video covers 6 very important points that we need everyone to know in order to make this our best and safest and most productive year yet. The word Awana is derived from the first letters from 2 Timothy 2:15. Approved workmen are not ashamed. And it's one of our largest and most vibrant ministries of FBC that we show to all school-age children. Every Wednesday night for 30 weeks during the school year, we'll have about 120 to 130 kids here on campus being taught to love the Lord and being taught to love their Bible and to compete and to have fun through scripture memorization and fun games. In addition to all the kids, we also have about 70 to 80 volunteers here serving and learning and teaching those kids to love Jesus, and I hope that you're one of them. Jesus said that He came to serve and not be served, and He said that we're to go and to make disciples. So here's your chance to serve and make disciples. We need everyone, and we need everyone to be committed to make this year the best year ever and to make a difference in these kids' lives. So here are 6 important points that I need you to know and follow in order to make this a blessing to all. Point number 1. Churchwide policies and procedures. Our paramount duty at the church is the protection of these wonderful children. So everything that we do when we minister to children is governed by our church-wide policies and procedures. Some of them that I want you to know real briefly. We never allow one adult alone with one child. We always have a 2-adult ratio that we want to keep. That way it's for your safety and it's for the child's safety. The other thing is that anyone who volunteers 18 and over has to fill out a background check, and we'll run that through. We never want to leave a child unattended. We always want to make sure that they're cared for and loved. We have many other policies and procedures. You'll learn that as we get closer. Check with the church office. We want you to be safe, and we want those precious children to be safe. Point number 2. Why Awana? Awana is the largest children's ministry in the world, and the kids come and they'll be assigned to their age group, and they're going to make lasting friendships that might last them a lifetime. When they get into their clubs, they're going to be on color-coded teams, and they're going to form even closer bonds, and they're going to form a close bond with their leader in that club. There's a Bible memorization time where they learn to love the Bible and memorize verses every week that they get signed off when they come. There's game time, and there's also large group time where someone comes in and shares a lesson with them each week. Awana is a blessing to all, and you're going to want to be part of that. All right, point number 3, timeliness. In order to pull this off for 30 weeks every Wednesday night with all of these kids, 120 to 130, plus the 70 to 80 volunteers, we need everyone to be timely. We're asking that every volunteer be here by 6 p.m. on Wednesday night. And I know schedules are hard and sometimes you can't, but please do everything you can to get here at 6 to get ready. For secretaries, please be ready at 6:15 to start checking kids in. We don't allow any child on campus without an adult, a parent, until 6:15 to check in. So begin checking them in at 6:15, not before, just at that time. Club will begin sharply at 6:30 and will be done sharply at 8 o'clock so that everyone can get home in time to enjoy the rest of their evening. All right, point number 4, dress code. Every club has uniforms for clubbers and leaders, and I would ask that you would please wear your uniforms every Wednesday night. I know that can be difficult at times, but it provides a sense of unity for the kids and for the adults there, and it also provides a great sense of unity and belonging to the parents, knowing that they're coming, dropping their kids off with parents and adults who are invested in their kids. So please wear your uniforms every Wednesday night. All right, point number 5. Listen close. This is an important one. I want to talk to you about the clubs that happen here. When we gather at 6:30 each evening, we start with our opening rally, and all of the kids are in there, and I open that as the commander of Awana, and we do our pledges, and then we open with a prayer. But then they all disperse to their clubs, and I really want you to know that at the club is where all of the heart really happens there. Every club has a director, someone that's given of their time who is leading that club, and then everyone else in there are leaders. We have directors and leaders, and I encourage you with everything that I can to please connect and make connections with your director and leaders. The team of you in there are ministering to those children. God has given you their care for that time. So commit to know your director and to build friendships in club and outside of club. The stronger you are together, directors and leaders, the stronger our whole Awana program is going to be. One of the things that I want you to know is very important to me as your pastor, but also as the director, is that we have so many volunteers here, and I know that sometimes clubs can get very difficult. Kids, that many kids, can sometimes be very trying, and sometimes we have kids that comes who are having struggles or just going through some hardships, and sometimes they can be difficult, and we want to give a lot of grace. But I also don't want any of our volunteers going home weary from having a child maybe who's had too difficult of a day. So I want you to know about our 3 count. During the course of a night, if a child is just unruly constantly and has been given grace but just can't seem to contain themselves, they're given a 1 count by any leader. And if you give a 1 count in your club, let your director know that that child has received a 1 count. And then maybe later on during that same time period, maybe they're still unruly, they receive a 2 count, or maybe they're out at game time. The next point they get would be a 2 count, and then if they continue wherever they are in that night, they might get a 3 count. If they receive a 3 count for the night, they need to come to me. They'll first go to the director upon a 1 count, then a 2 count, and on a 3 count, they'll need to come to see me, and I'll have the opportunity to talk to them and their parent. We don't want to have to do that, but we also don't want any of our volunteers going home weary. So please take advantage of that. And finally, remember our 5 count. Anytime we need anyone's attention, we count to 5. 1, 2, and then everyone comes in together with us. 3, 4, 5, and by the time we're at 5, everyone should be quiet. When we do those things, it's going to make this year just fantastic. Okay, this is our final point, number 6. I have in my hand some dates that I want to share with you, so if you're at your computer and your calendar, write these dates down. Get those dates on your calendar. We'll see you soon.